It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she bought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Not salute.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. First of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here we go. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
11. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He will find his man Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw.
Touchdown, Bengals! Calvin Ridley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
To throw on 3rd down, Clement. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Here we go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run once more with Taylor. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. On third down, here's Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. It's complete to Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to...
Here we go, here we go. 11,
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here.
Gun.
And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
11. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Colts nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Clement, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Now Burrow on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Clement. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Completes it to Hardman. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Taken at about the 36. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give for Taylor running right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clement. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 32 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Come on, ready?
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. Burrow on play action. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on second down. Clement connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. Mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! From 13 yards out, and the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Clement. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 12. 11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 36, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
11 Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clement. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Off-play action. Clement. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
To throw on second down, Clement. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Clement. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clement. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
I'm one, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut. Hey, can.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Clement. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clement. He finds Taylor. Complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Off play action. Clement. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down, would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.